Hi, I'm Deshaun, Spring Developer Advocate. Love my job? I'm jazzed to be here. I want to show you a demo. It's my favorite feature of Tanzu. This is the Spring Application Advisor. We're going to start off with Java 8. I don't recommend you do this at home, but it's going to work. It's been around for a long time. There's 462 builds. It's here, but there is a better way. We're going to start with Spring Boot 1.5. It has been around for a while. Again, I don't recommend you do this, but this is a demo. It's going to work. It's going to start. It's going to be just fine. We're going to start it up on Java 8. It's going to take a little bit, but it works. Our application is going to work. Of course, it's going to work. You might have applications like this running in production. It's healthy. We're hitting that old actuator endpoint. It's still healthy. It's still working. We're going to take one more sample. We're going to look, and it's running 582.7 megabytes. That's okay. That's okay. But I think there's a little bit of room for improvement. So let's stop this version. We're not going to open up an IDE, but we are going to upgrade this software. We're going to use this Application Advisor tool that's built on top of Open Rewrite and recipes from the Spring team. We've got the same recipes that the Spring team used to, or would use, to upgrade their project from Spring Boot 1.5 up to the latest and greatest. So this first step is we're doing advisor build config git. We're going to look at this repository, we're going to analyze it, and we're going to learn a little bit about what's going on under the covers. So this helps us with the plan. So these are the top 5 elements of this build config that you get. We're going to look at the little parts, not the whole thing. It's really big. So here's the metadata. We're looking at the git metadata. This is the information that it knows about the repository that we're trying to upgrade. The SHA, the target, the origin. Now we're going to look, there are 32 dependencies. Even though we've only added actuator and Spring Boot, there are 32 other dependencies that are getting pulled in with the release train. These are the Maven coordinates, the group ID and the artifact ID that we use to find this application after we're done building it. Lastly, the tools that we're using, the Maven wrapper version and the Java version that we used to build this project in this repository. Now, let's see if we can get a plan. The advisor gives you a plan, a step-by-step plan to get you safely from one milestone to the next. So there's a 16-step plan. There's a option to do a squash. We're going to run all 16 of these, but I don't recommend you do that at home. This is when we know what the outcome, we know what it's going to look like at the end because we've done it before. So we're just doing this quickly for the demo. But our advice is to go safely step by step, because if something does go wrong in that process, you want a small change that you can go back and review. So these changes are happening under the covers. These are recipes that are built on Open Rewrite that are making changes, not just bumping versions, but it's also making changes to the code that was used to deliver this application, bringing it to the latest and greatest version. Now that's done. Now that we are on Spring Boot 3.5.x, now we need to move from Java 8 to Java 17. Because Spring Boot 3, we rebased. The minimum version of Java for Spring Boot 3 and beyond is Java 17. So now we switch, let's start it up. We can see it starts up a little bit faster, and we're on Spring Boot 3.5.6. Let's make sure that it's healthy. Let's hit that actuator endpoint, the new actuator endpoint. It's still healthy. But we took one more metric. We captured how much memory is it using now that we're on Java 17 and Spring Boot 3.5, 335.3 megabytes. That's quite a difference. Do you need any more reason to take this application advisor for a spin? We're going to stop it here and let's remind ourselves, what reasons would we want to use this tool? Why does Deshaun like this tool so much? Because for my application that was using Spring Boot 1.5, it started off in 843 milliseconds and it was using 582.7 megabytes. That does not fit on a Raspberry Pi. Just by doing the upgrade to Spring Boot 3.5.6, the latest version as of today, I get a 20% faster startup time. That's what I just got. And also, the footprint, it only uses 335.3 megabytes. That's a 43% savings, and now that application will run on a Raspberry Pi that only has 512 megabytes. But what other metrics didn't we capture? We didn't capture the developer happiness. We didn't capture that I get to sleep better at night knowing that the code that I'm taking to production is on the latest and greatest. It's patched, and it's also making my customers happier. This is Spring Application Advisor. And it's available now. Take it for a spin. I highly recommend it. It is so choice.